of their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league.
You gotta believe it.
They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They will if they run through the pack. They take 2 of the Pac-10 team. Yeah. They got a squad.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Shit, he took his quarterback too. And a receiver.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about
Nigga
what's
ran
coming
your
at
play,
them
Warren.
because they're going towards traffic on that route
Play
as
you
opposed to
didn't.
being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Y'all go in there and play PlayStation in there.
Others throughout the game, every team has a different target for the number
Y'all got 2 remotes in there. Go in there.
that we talk about.
Y'all ain't playing no catch. Not in the house.
Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Take it in at the 3. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
You ain't playing catch in the house at all.
That for more, but as it is, still a
But
good return.
act like you know.
Right around the 37. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker the third. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
7-3.
And the Browns are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
I'm streaming.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth.
Oh, got to catch that.
Batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
Oh, you see me changing out this shit?
Force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good.
Oh, yeah, Hunt out of there. Yeah, he ain't a free agent.
Win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give left side for Chubb. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Chubb. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. He'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Chubb. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So a nice kick there.
Yeah, I should have punched it in, but, you know, it is what it is.
I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want
I threw all the fucking interceptions the other night, man. I was like, I ain't been throwing the ball for real.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here.
I'm medicated like a motherfucker, too, but I want to play. Y'all niggas play good, though, huh?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off.
Look, that's the way they want to go with
it. To the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Yeah. He was burning this what's going to go. First play of the game.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Take it. He was looking for the. I knew what he was looking for.
Push the offense backwards a bit.
YouTube, bro.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
No, that's Paris. New England.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He's going to go up top again. And he's
nice.
What a catch.
Nice.
A real letdown defensively.
Nice.
That was third and a bundle, but they allowed the conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
He fit a pitch it to the running back now.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Swinging
Okay.
this out wide here for Cook. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often.
Yeah, then you mad because you didn't get there? Yeah.
Big part of the game plan here as well.
Yeah, he accurate in the motherfucker, too. D-tackle.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Throw left
Seen
side,
that
and
shit.
Schwartz with it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's
Oh,
Allen
they caught
on
me.
1st and 10. And he
That nigga throwing number
overshot
corner
it
rap. You know, on
there.
YouTube, they say corner rap's OP.
Momentary speed
throwing
bump
number
there
corner
with that
out.
throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
No, it's a cover.
So after the incompletion
He throwing
on
it
first
again.
down, 2nd and 10. Allen
Caught me on the line. Fuck.
looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
He got the ball first. Huh?
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is
I
the
can't hear
field
Warren.
goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead.
I ain't know
So
Zach
send
was
you
in
down
this
to
hole.
Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And
I
we
had
welcome
a
you
chick.
back live now inside the booth alongside Charles
I had a
Davis.
chick named Talia.
Going set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back.
Oh, he kicking like me now. I almost ran one back on his ass, huh? Yeah. Oh. This what we doing?
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers, have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's it.
Ooh, shit.
Intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football over to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche,
I ain't doing
but
no
they
tripping.
can get it done.
That was some bullshit, though.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, he been practicing.
Guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Alert, alert, alert! Alert, alert, alert!
To the air, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This nigga finna run a corner route.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On play action, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Watson just beating the play clock. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
From just shy of midfield, Watson, he's airing it out for Williams, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Yeah, I tried to catch him because he always do that shit. He just turned the stream on too.
7 on the drive, third and a yard. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll
Right, I'm be writing my shit down. That's why I ain't doing everything.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 20.
Lost the pass today. Tell them niggas see.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing again on second.
I like the little play, though, he be running.
It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense
I ain't lucky like Zach
over.
ass.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Shit.
Now
God did.
Defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Yeah.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Allen.
Seen it. Come on, man.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. This defense,
I got
Charles,
film.
coming up with
Shit, film study.
They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.
From the 36, Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah.
I should have won my first mine. I'm thinking he could jump that hole.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Allen now looks to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
No, funny. No, that was funny.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that
trying to run my
just
shit.
wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
See, I know to run past that blitz shit. I ain't finna throw no pass, man.
Well, partner,
Run this clock out.
Our number one stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards in the ground.
I know, right?
You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Gotta have it.
Yeah, I think what they're going to call is
that's where he's coming, though.
whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So we're running room that he had in the first half go, because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
York able to send this one through. So the starting
I ain't got to do nothing else, man. I'll take the 2. Y'all know me. I'll take the 2 and 3 yards every time. 3 yards every time. 3, 4 yards every time.
I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kickoff unit is
Who,
out
me?
of the field, and they will send this one away.
I was medicated, nigga.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for
He might quit the lead now.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
He trying to throw this fucking, he trying to throw the out route. Look, you see that shit? That's what he throwing. I show him some grace. I declined it. He's throwing inside. He comes to the inside.
Allen gonna throw. He'll drop this
He wasn't trying to throw it to him. He wasn't trying to throw it to him.
First down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this. So a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling.
Slant.
Don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Out route.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
He had it open.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
No.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Because you had the momentum.
Number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Mm-hmm.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the interception, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes.
Yeah, chill, man.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Oh, shit.
And again, it's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Yeah, he got Hunter.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Nah.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do?
Did y'all see my man bump his?
Look. Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have
You see him bump him down the field? Yeah, that was a
Throwing is Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Chill out, man. He finna throw the corner to the left side.
Allen. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of the field before going out of bounds. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
There was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Huh?
Here's Allen.
Yeah, I don't care.
And that is caught on the right right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple.
I'm in a formation where he can score, man, if he do this shit. I know it's a pride thing, bro.
Now Allen on the move to his left. He's got the look up with Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
He should have.
Allen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On play action, Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Throwing now, Watson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And a timeout coming in.
I'm just trying some shit. You see that shit?
That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first.
I'm just trying some shit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cleveland, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile,